guys, this is Helpful Apple Tutorials, bringing you your first tutorial in a series of tutorials on Applescripting. Now, for those of you who don't know, Applescripting is, well, obviously an Apple-based programming language. And it is, out of all the languages that I have encountered, it is definitely the easiest. It's the most basic and straightforward. So let's get right to it with your first script. So I have it as a shortcut right here, but for those of you who don't, you can click the little spotlight magnifying glass up here, and you can type in Apple, and it should come up pretty much right away. And then you click that, and then if you have previous documents, they'll show up right here. Otherwise, if you don't, you can click New Document right here, and you're ready to go. Now, let me just show you around this a little bit. When you're typing out script, so you want to do, say, hello world. You have to, what's called compiling it. Compiling it, basically, all you see that it does is just shrink the words and color code it. But really what it does is it manipulates it so the computer can understand it. So that way when you go to run it, it knows what to do for you. So, most programming languages, when you say, first of all, it's not as easy as this, and second of all, when you type something like this out, it will just print it. But one of the coolest things about this is that when you go to run it, it actually does this.
Hello world.
It says it. Apologize if you couldn't hear that. Let's try that again.
Hello world.
Yep. So you can do that, and if you wanted to do how are you, then you just compile it and then run it.
Hello world. How are you?
And the way this works is it will scan it line by line for code, and then do that through the lines, do what each line says, unless you tell it otherwise. Now obviously this is basic, but we will get more complicated from here. Not much more complicated, because as I said, this is ridiculously easy. So, another cool, I guess you could say, code that I stumbled upon the other day, you can actually type print, and then, let's say you had a Word document called book report. I don't, but let's say you do, and then you can compile it and run it. It will actually send a message to your printer to print this. Now obviously I don't have a book report document, that's why it's saying it cannot be opened for printing. So that's a pretty nice thing. Obviously it's probably takes a little longer than actually just pressing the print button on your document, but it's kind of a cool feature. So there you have it, guys. Those are two very, very basic Apple scripts. In the next couple of tutorials, we will get a little bit more complicated and go into a little bit more detail. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.